Did you know 8 out of 10 drivers never use more than half the features built into their own car? But here's the wild part. Some of these underrated features could save you from getting locked out at midnight, protect your car from the most common theft tricks, or keep you from handing over $100 for a diagnostic you could do yourself in 30 seconds. Most people ignore these for years, and you might be one of them. Think back to when you bought your car. The salesperson paired your phone, showed you the backup camera, maybe tapped through a few screens, and handed you the keys. But did anyone show you how your key fob can roll down the windows before you even open the door? Or how your climate control hides a secret menu with sensor data a shop would charge $80 to access? Or that there's a physical key hiding in your fob for emergencies? Probably not. And that means right now, there are features on your car you've never even tried. Today, we're counting down 19 underrated car features you'll wish you knew sooner. We're starting at 19, and trust me, the one at the end genuinely shocked me. Some of these might frustrate you when you realize you've been missing out for years. Let's start with number 19. Your windshield wipers are smarter than you think, but there's a hidden adjustment most people never touch. If your wipers go berserk in a drizzle or barely move when you can't see a thing, you're not alone. Here's what nobody tells you. There's usually a ring or dial on the wiper stalk that controls how sensitive the rain sensors are. Twist it up and your wipers react to the lightest sprinkle. Twist it down and they wait for a real downpour. The sensor lives behind a tiny window near your rearview mirror, reading light patterns from raindrops. But here's what gets overlooked. Some cars speed up the wipers automatically when you're flying down the freeway because rain hits harder at 70 than at 25. Keep that sensor area clean because dirt can trick it. And if your wipers are squeaking, replace them every 6 to 12 months. If you live somewhere with harsh winters, winter-specific blades with covers that prevent ice buildup are worth every penny. That was a feature hiding in plain sight on your wiper stalk. But your wipers aren't the only thing thinking for themselves. Ever finish a late-night drive and feel completely wiped out? Believe it or not, your headlights might have a fix for that. Number 18 is Auto High Beam Assist. If you're tired of constantly flicking your high beams on and off, trying not to blind other drivers while spotting that deer on the shoulder, your car might already do this for you. There's a camera behind your windshield. When it's dark, your car flips to high beams automatically. Spot oncoming headlights or taillights? It dips back to low beams. When the coast is clear, it puts the highs back on. Some cars take it further and mask out only the part of the beam that would hit another driver, so you get full brightness everywhere else. The activation varies by brand. On Subaru, it's the auto headlight position, plus a forward push on the left stalk. Look for a green headlight icon with an A. On Volkswagen ID4, color-coded icons tell you the status. White means auto mode is available, but conditions aren't met. Blue means manual high beams. On BMW, enable it through the iDrive menu, and their long-range camera detects headlights hundreds of meters away. On Honda Passport, pull the high beam lever at highway speeds. The sequences differ, so look for an A icon near your headlight controls or check your owner's manual. But here's what nobody mentions. Reflective road signs and wet roads can confuse the camera. If it's acting weird, override it with the stock. And keep that camera area clean. Road grime or aftermarket tint can mess it up. Now here's something driving instructors never talk about. Those lower gears on your automatic, they're not just for decoration. Number 17 is all about that L or 2 on your gear selector. Most people never touch them, but if you're heading down a steep hill, drop into a lower gear and let your engine do the braking. This takes a huge load off your brakes and prevents them from overheating, a problem called brake fade, where your brakes get so hot they barely work. Climbing a steep grade, lower gears stop your transmission from constantly hunting between gears. This is especially clutch when towing or hauling heavy cargo. If you've got paddle shifters, even better. Pull the downshift paddle for instant engine braking without taking your hands off the wheel. Paddle shifters aren't just for sports car enthusiasts. They're genuinely functional control tools. In snow or ice, lower gears help you control speed without slamming the brakes and risking a slide. Here's a trick. Starting in second gear on slick roads reduces wheel spin because you're putting less force to the wheels right away. Some cars have a snow or winter mode that does this automatically. Still scraping your side mirrors every winter morning? There's probably a button in your car that does it for you. Number 16 is heated mirrors and windshields. If you're out there with a credit card or ice scraper, stop. Heated mirrors are usually tied to the same button as your rear window defogger, the one with the rectangle and squiggly lines. Hit that, and both your rear window and side mirrors heat up. Premium cars go further with heated windshields. Tiny wires in the glass melt frost in minutes. Ford's Quick Clear system is particularly well known and can go from frosted to clear in under 2 minutes. A conventional car might take 10 to 15 minutes. Some vehicles have heated washer jets, so your fluid never freezes. If not, use high-concentration deicer fluid for winter. And don't forget, keeping your door seals clean and flexible prevents them from sticking and freezing shut on brutal cold mornings. Your car can do more than just heat windows. Number 15 is climate comfort features you're probably not using. Heated steering wheel, ventilated seats, cooled glove boxes. These sound like luxury, but they might already be in your car bundled in a package you never noticed. The heated wheel button is usually near your climate controls or built into the wheel itself. Warm hands mean better grip and faster reactions, not just comfort. Ventilated seats pull heat and moisture away from your body, making leather interiors bearable on 95-degree days. But wait, it gets better. Many climate systems, especially in Volkswagen, Audi, Seat, and Skoda models, have hidden diagnostic menus that reveal sensor readings and actuator statuses. The access method varies by model, but usually involves holding specific climate buttons together for a few seconds. A quick search for your exact model plus hidden climate menu will show the button combination. These menus display interior temperature sensor readings, sunlight sensor inputs, coolant temperature, blower speeds, and more. Information a shop would charge $80 to read, available for free if you know the trick. One warning: be careful with some third-party OBD apps. Forums report that apps like Carly have induced glitches or triggered warning lights on certain newer models. Built-in hidden menus are often safer first steps. That little icon on your dash that looks like a car with squiggly lines? Most people never touch the button that controls it, but knowing when to use it can mean the difference between getting home and waiting hours for a tow. Number 14 is traction control. This system keeps you stable by limiting wheel spin, but if you're stuck in snow or mud, it can work against you. Turn it off when you need to rock the car free, then turn it back on immediately once you're moving. If the light stays on solid without you pressing the button, something might be wrong. Could be a wheel speed sensor issue from debris or damage, wiring harnesses chafed by impacts, or a steering angle sensor that lost calibration after suspension work. This is especially common on vehicles like Jeep Wranglers, where off-roading can knock steering off center. Steering angle sensor recalibration often requires dealer-level tools. Some owners have even reported that aftermarket tail light modifications that caused brake lights to stay illuminated triggered traction control warnings. The car's systems are more interconnected than most people realize. Speaking of smart safety, those amber lights in your side mirrors? Number 13 is blind spot monitoring. Radar sensors in your rear bumper watch the zones you can't see. If something's there, the light in your mirror glows. Turn on your signal and it blinks or beeps louder. It's especially good at picking up motorcycles, which are notoriously hard to spot due to their narrow shape and unpredictable lane positioning. Different manufacturers implement these alerts differently. Volkswagen and Audi use yellow lights inside the mirror cap that intensify with proximity and flash aggressively when signaling. Hyundai and Kia take it further with live camera feeds that display in your instrument cluster during lane changes. Mazda projects blind spot indicators into the heads-up display so you never have to look away from the road. Vehicles like the Dodge Challenger have notably large blind spots where full-size SUVs can be completely concealed without this technology. Remember, sensors cover a specific wedge-shaped area, so vehicles 2 lanes over might not trigger warnings. After bumper repairs, even cosmetic, sensors often need recalibration. Keep them clean too, especially in winter when road salt builds up. You know how stressful parallel parking can be? Your car might be able to show you everything around it at once. Number 12 is the 360-degree camera system. This isn't magic or a drone. It's image processing from cameras in your grille, mirrors, and rear, stitched into a top-down view. You can see exactly where your wheels are compared to curbs and obstacles. Some cars tilt your mirrors down automatically when you reverse to help see the curb. Some cars enhance this with trajectory prediction lines that curve as you turn the steering wheel, showing where the car will go. Others add color-coded proximity warnings that change as you approach obstacles. But here's what nobody warns you about. These cameras are useless when dirty. Clean them regularly. Some vehicles have camera washers, little jets that spray the lens clean. And remember, most systems have stitching zones where camera views combine. Small objects in these zones, like a child's toy or a small pet, might be missed. For slow parking, the system is excellent, but it's not a substitute for walking around the car before backing out. On some cars, your rear view mirror isn't a mirror at all. Number 11 is the digital rear view mirror. Flip a switch and it becomes a screen showing a live camera feed from the rear. Game changer when passengers or cargo block your view. Available on the C8 Corvette, Cadillac models like CT6, XT5, XT6, and Escalade, Toyota Land Cruiser, and others. Corvette owners on forums say the camera mirror is a necessity, not a luxury, because the rear hatch design and mid-engine layout make traditional mirror visibility virtually non-existent. There's an adjustment period. Your eyes focus closer than with a real mirror, about 12 to 18 inches versus optical infinity for a reflection. This can feel weird at first, especially with progressive lenses. The screen sits at an awkward intermediate distance that may not match any lens zones well. Most people adapt in a few days with deliberate practice on familiar roads. Ever been stuck behind a diesel truck and tasted the exhaust through your vents? There's a button for that. Number 10 is the recirculation button. Hit it when behind a smoky truck, in a tunnel, or during wildfire smoke, and outside air stops coming in. It also helps your AC cool faster because the system cools already cooled air more efficiently. But don't leave it on forever. Recirculated air gets stale and humid, and windows can fog. Carbon dioxide accumulates. Most newer cars switch back to fresh air automatically, but older ones don't. And change your cabin air filter. $15 to $30 and easy to replace, yet many owners never do for the entire life of the car. If you have allergies that seem worse when driving, check that filter. Real quick, if you've learned even one thing you didn't know about your car so far, hit that like button. It helps more drivers discover features they're missing, and there's plenty more ahead, including the feature that blew my mind. Ready? Let's keep going. This next one frustrates people when they realize their car might already have features that are just turned off by software. Number 9 is hidden hardware. Your car might have everything needed for remote window roll down or auto folding mirrors, but functions are disabled in software because of your trim level. The motors and wiring are probably there, waiting for a setting change. Dealers can sometimes enable these during a service visit using diagnostic tools. Toyota has TechStream, a dealer-level platform that exposes deep configuration parameters and can enable functions like remote window roll down when hardware supports them. For Ram trucks, devices like the Z Automotive Taser plug into the OBD port and toggle features like auto-folding mirrors and global window controls. Third-party apps like Carista work on many vehicles with a Bluetooth dongle. Sometimes they'll turn on features for free during routine service. Other times, it costs a little. The smart move is calling your dealer with your VIN to ask what's present but not active. Be careful though. Aftermarket changes can sometimes affect warranty, so research before making modifications. Securing your groceries is about safety, but you know what else saves you? Knowing what your car actually has. Number 8 is trunk organization. Your trunk is designed to keep groceries from rolling around, but most people never use the hooks, nets, and anchor points built into the cargo area. Those folding hooks on the rear shelf, cargo net loops and sidewalls, and anchor points in the floor are all there to keep bags upright. Many Audi and VW vehicles have spring-loaded T-shaped hooks that pop out from the parcel shelf. If your car doesn't have them, a simple removable rack from half-inch PVC pipe sized to hook into existing trunk holes can be built for under $20. But here's the thing, loose cargo becomes hazardous in a crash. A 15-pound bag can hit your head with hundreds of pounds of force during a sudden stop. Securing cargo isn't just about convenience, it's about safety. Now let's talk about something that can save you $100 in 10 seconds. Number 7 is your OBD port. That 16-pin port under your dashboard is a free diagnostic tool. $15 Bluetooth adapter, phone app like Torque or Car Scanner, and you can read your car's trouble codes yourself. Every car since 1996 has this port, usually below the steering column. Walk into a shop knowing your code and you're in a better position. P0420, catalytic converter efficiency below threshold. Could be the CAT, an O2 sensor, or an exhaust leak. But now you know what the car is complaining about before they quote you. You become an informed customer rather than someone forced to trust whatever number appears on the invoice. Basic adapters read most engine codes but usually can't access manufacturer-specific ABS, transmission, or airbag codes. Still, for check engine lights, basic adapters handle 90% of what regular owners need. Many apps even show live sensor data, coolant temperature, fuel trims, oxygen sensor voltages. For diagnosing intermittent issues, live data is invaluable. Most people think remote start is just for winter. Number 6 is using remote start in summer. Car baking in a parking lot all day? Hit remote start from inside the store, let the AC run 5 to 10 minutes, and walk out to a comfortable cabin. The sequence varies by brand. Many Toyotas use lock button twice, then hold the third press. Ford vehicles use lock once, then remote start twice. Hybrids often have specific sequences because they can run climate from battery power. Some apps let you schedule daily start times, though subscription fees are increasingly common. Just remember, remote start won't work if the car isn't in park, hood is open, or doors are unlocked. Most systems run 10 to 15 minutes and keep doors locked for safety. Ever stumbled across a secret compartment in your car? Number 5 is hidden storage. Under trunk carpet, behind rear seats, or in side panels, there are often compartments designed for valuables or emergency kits, and some of these are genuinely well hidden. Start with the obvious spots. Lift your cargo floor and check the spare tire well. The Subaru Crosstrek has a styrofoam insert there. Remove it and you've just doubled your hidden storage. Many crossovers and wagons have similar removable foam inserts. Now, the less obvious spots. Older BMW models like the E38 have unused CD changer bays and voids in the trunk linings that owners repurpose for storage. Chevrolet Silverado owners have found unexpected voids behind plastic trim near the transmission tunnel, often discovered when a phone slipped into a gap during a bumpy ride. Check under your rear seats. Many fold flat seats reveal storage when you lift the seat bottom forward. Some vehicles have felt lined pockets or umbrella holders hidden under the front seats that most owners never notice. Bootside panels in SUVs and hatchbacks often pop out to reveal cavities. Spaces behind air vents can hide small items. If your car has a sunroof, there may be a headliner gap near it that creates a discreet pocket. And here's why this matters. Leaving valuables in plain sight invites thieves. Hidden spaces help keep stuff safe. For small items like spare keys or cash, fake car lighter inserts create hidden cavities in unused 12-volt sockets, completely invisible to casual inspection. Repurposed Altoids or Icebreakers tins work as false bottom cup holder inserts. Velcro-backed pouches stuck under rear bench seats are another low-cost option. Legal consideration worth mentioning. Some jurisdictions have statutes about hidden compartments. Research local rules before major modifications. This next one is especially clutch if you commute in heavy traffic. Number 4 is brake hold, also called auto hold. Stuck in traffic for an hour with your leg aching from pressing the brake? This feature keeps brakes applied when stopped, so you can take your foot off completely. Touch gas when traffic moves and brakes release automatically. Button is usually near the parking brake switch. On hills, it works with hill start assist to prevent backward roll. Once you try it for a week, you'll wonder how you lived without it. The main habit to unlearn is keeping your foot on the brake at stops. The whole point is, you don't have to. Now this one is big. Number 3 is about a theft trick that can steal your car without ever touching your keys. Relay attacks amplify your key fob signal from inside your house. One thief outside your wall grabs the signal, another near your car relays it. The car unlocks and starts in seconds. This isn't theoretical. It's one of the most common car theft methods currently in use. The solution is simple. Faraday pouches cost under $10 and block radio signals. Drop your keys inside when home, and thieves can't grab the signal. Store keys away from exterior walls, too. On certain Toyota and Lexus models, holding the lock button and pressing unlock twice engages an off mode that disables keyless functions entirely. Any button press restores normal operation. There's also a clever protocol from surfer communities. Remove the mechanical key blade from the fob and carry it in a wetsuit pocket. Leave the fob inside the locked vehicle in a Faraday pouch. Use the mechanical key to lock all doors. Works across GM, Ford, Mercedes, Toyota, Subaru, and Land Rover. This next one could save you from being stranded. Number 2 is what to do when your key fob battery dies. Almost every modern fob has a physical key blade hidden inside. Slide the release or flip the latch to pull it out. There's a keyhole on your door handle, usually under a cap. Use the blade to unlock the door. Press the dead fob directly against the start button or near the steering column. The weak RFID energy can still communicate at close range. Some Toyotas may disable push-button start if the door was unlocked with the mechanical key, so practice this now, not when stranded at 11 p.m. in a parking garage. Carry a spare CR2032 battery in your wallet. Some owners hide a spare mechanical key in a magnetic lockbox under the vehicle for backup. You would be surprised by number 1. Your key fob has a manual full of hidden features most owners never discover. Hold unlock on many fobs and every window rolls down, venting a hot car before you open the door. Available on Toyota, Lexus, Honda, Acura, Nissan, VW, Audi, and more. Half the owners have no idea this exists. Some models open the sunroof too. The exact methods vary. Toyota often requires enabling through TechStream or Carista. On Nissan Titan, holding unlock for 10 to 15 seconds lowers all windows. To roll windows up, insert the physical key in the door lock and turn to lock. Silent lock modes exist on many vehicles for late-night arrivals. On Nissan Titan, holding lock and unlock together for 10 seconds toggles this. Ford truck keypads are one of the most underrated features anywhere. Hands full, fob dead, keys locked inside, the keypad saves the day. Factory code is on a card with your manual or retrievable by dealer using your VIN. On Subaru Outback, there's an anti-lockout design preventing you from being locked out while the fob is inside. On Kia EV9, the car detects the fob and won't lock from outside. The catch that applies to all these features: many are disabled by default. Dealer programming or third-party apps can enable them. But first, you need to know they exist. Your owner's manual is packed with features you've never tried, and a little curiosity could save you money and hassle one day. How many of those 20 features did you already know? Drop your number in the comments. I'm curious how many knew all of them versus discovering new ones today. If this video saved you from a dead fob panic, a relay attack, or paying $100 for a code reading you could have done yourself, it was worth it. Subscribe for more content that makes owning a car easier and less expensive. Now that you know about the hidden features in your car, there's one more trick I need to show you. It's a free 60-second reset that prevents $1,500 repair bills, and 96% of drivers skip it. This one connects directly to that OBD port we talked about. I'll link it right here. See you in the next one.